So, if we were in a simulation, what other evidence would we have? Welcome back to 5D Mystery School. Let's get into it. So, this article comes from The Guardian titled Do the Time Warp. Ernetti actually told the French theologian Father Francois Brune that he watched it live on time warping device called the chronovisor. Rather than transporting people through time, the chronovisor tuned into the events of the past and displayed them like time traveling television. So I covered the chronovisor, I believe, a couple of years ago. But ask yourself this: how can you create a device that can plug into the electromagnetic field and view events of the past? Hold that thought in your head as we run through. And remember, the electromagnetic field is conducted by water. All right? The air, the ether, all connected to water. Let's continue. So this article comes from Forbes. AI is accelerating the loss of our scarcest natural resource, water. AI serving cooling consumes significant water, with data centers using cooling towers and air mechanisms to dissipate heat, causing up to 9 liters of water to evaporate per kilowatts of energy used. You can see here what AI's projected water usage is, that you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you've been following me for a while and you've seen like a lot of the lectures I put out, then what I'm saying is connecting just more dots. This last part especially. And with this last part, just thinking about the glaciers, the ice wall, North Pole. Okay. Study explores ice-based electricity generation. Fields, lakes, or other open land might be safely put to good use in humanity's quest to transition away from fossil fuels. The additives in this experiment were chosen for their relative safety in the environment. Last year, researchers from the US and Canada reported in PLOS1 creating electrical batteries from ice. The electrical output is modest, just 0.1 milliwatt. The generation of electricity from ice also sheds light on one of the more enduring questions facing science right now. Where did life come from? Solar panels from the ice may be useful in some settings, and an icy world's hypothesis for the origin of life may explain why we don't see any of the early stages here on Earth now. The water integrator was an early analog computer built in the Soviet Union in 1936 by Vladimir Sergeyevich Lukyanov. It functioned by careful manipulation of water through a room full of interconnected pipes and pumps. From Smithsonian Magazine, this computer runs on water. A new class of computers takes advantage of the physical properties of water. You don't say. In this computer, a droplet of water serves in place of a bit. Tiny droplets of water are infused with magnetic nanoparticles, which are then drawn over a chip using magnetic fields. Instead of ones and zeros, the presence or absence of a water droplet acts as code. I repeat, bro. Instead of ones and zeros, the presence or absence of a water droplet acts as code, my G. Okay, this new kind of computer is synchronized with a clock that moves the droplets in perfect time without errors. So far, the scientists have demonstrated that the computer can be used for everything that's key for basic computation. Things like logic gates and feedback that make a computer a computer. The earth is mostly, your body is mostly, AI uses water to compute it. Computer that runs on water. Computer that runs on water, bro. Oh, how's AI reading your thoughts? Technically speaking, how would AI use a satellite to coordinate a afterlife review using water? When you're born, you come through what? Call this world the matrix. In the Bible, they call the woman's womb the matrix. When you're born, you come through what? Have you ever heard of the collider that's underneath the Hoover Dam? Why do we have so many dams? Anyway, so water is a conductor for electricity, okay? AI uses electricity to compute. AI runs off of water. When you go to a beach, you see sand. Sand is used for computer chips. Scientists say they found ones and zeros embedded in the very fabric of nature. This can go on for a while. This rabbit hole can get deep, and I don't think you got your flashlight. So let me end it by saying this. Ones and zeros. It's cold, right? Water can act as cold. Computers use crystals. There are crystals in your pineal gland. This is how your pineal gland connects to the electromagnetic field, but also this is how you can be brain hacked, or this is how AI can read your thoughts. Okay, so water is time. Time uses crystals. Your pineal gland uses crystal. Your perception of time is from your pineal gland. Especially, you can tell when it's time for you to go to sleep, right? I've already went over this. So, pineal gland is AKA the light of the world, Christ consciousness. And when you are enlightened, is the return of Christ, then you're thinking the Antichrist is going to be a physical person. But think of Antichrist, anything that's against you connecting to your Christ consciousness. Okay.
5D Mystery School.